Oh, that's mine for sure. You come to my house and see that if you want. Yeah.
C'est elle ou nous. Si elle gagne, toute la ville va tomber et ce ne sera que le début.
Hello, Knight. It's great talking to you.
It's great talking to you too. Wow, look at that shelf. What's going on over there? You got, where are you?
I'm in my daughter's bedroom. That's why I have so many stuff and toys and.
I love it. I love it.
So now that the show is over, who kept the Jericho baby doll?
Oh, that's mine for sure. You come to my house and see that if you want. Yeah, let's stay in my house. So
Do you have like a museum with many things that come from your movie sets?
I do. I have a museum room and it has all these things from each movie. And it really reminds me of the journey. You forget, how much goes into each one of these things. Now I'm going to have a whole wall for Servant. In my head, I'm like, how do I do this? Because it's so many, 5 hours, of material for each year. So it's 20 hours, 10 movies of material. So I need to have a wall that can hold all of this stuff, the doll, all the things in the show, Dorothy's dresses, all that stuff.
When you started Servant 4 years ago, did you already have the ending in mind?
No, I knew one part of the story. I knew the mythology, and I actually knew two things. I knew the mythology and I knew what was going to happen to Dorothy, but there was so much I didn't know. And so in the first year with Tony, it was really talking it through and learning and listening, what is it we're interested in saying? And then as the years went on, I went, oh, this is the language of the show. And then when the pandemic hit, I had a wonderful opportunity to just sit with a board in my library and just write out, where is this going? Where do we want this to go? And so what you'll see in the final season is that final movement.
What show has a perfect ending according to you?
Me, Sopranos is my favorite show. So I'm very biased that way. So it's a very boring answer because everybody says that, but and I like the enigmatic quality of the end. It has integrity. It has resonance. It's not just going for sugar content. So it has stayed with me, and it causes, the echo of all the episodes before it to come through it. It doesn't try to erase it by doing something too much in that moment.
On those 4 seasons, you worked with many great directors, and one of them was French. I mean, you work with Julia Ducournau. Why did you choose her, and what could you say about her and her style and.
Well, Julia, I saw Raw whenever it was when she first made it, called her, and I was such a fan of that movie. And every time I was in Paris for one of my premieres, I would call her and say, come to my premiere, come please, and then we'll hang out. So then we would hang out and talk, and then, and I'd be like, we have to do something together. Let's come to the US. Let's make a movie. Let's do something. And she was very kind and gracious, and she's a wonderful voice. And then I called her and I said, hey, I'm doing this show. Would you come and direct 2 episodes? And I'm very happy she said yes. And then she came and directed those 2 episodes and kind of brought her kind of that sharp teeth that she has when she tells a story, that kind of, she's, it's like beauty and anger kind of mixed together when she tells the story. And she nailed it. And I would love to do more stuff with her. But that would be that example. Like Julia is an example of why this show was such an incredible experience for me. I could literally, like a kid, just call up anyone in the world and I said, I saw your movie and I think you're amazing. Would you come to Philadelphia and direct an episode for me? And most of the time they say yes. And Julia was one of those incredible opportunities. She's a friend and I wish her all the best. Then she won the Cannes Film Festival after that. And I was so happy for her.
Well, merci beaucoup. Thanks a lot.
It's a pleasure. Take
Thanks,
care.
Bird.
Vous voulez que je vous dise un secret, Dorothy?